this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. And today, in this video, by no surprise, I am going to be joined by Alpha Lee's sword. His sword first, and then the bear himself. How are you doing today, Lee? Jump up and down if you're feeling good. Yay! What a jolly good time. Oh, you hovered then, you hovered. You just levitated a little bit. Have you got some magic blood in you? Maybe Lee's a wizard. Maybe he's a wizard bear. Or a were, you could say. Or a blizzard. Maybe you're a blizzard. You're a blizzard, Willy. Anyway, enough silliness. Let's have some cake, shall we? Let's have ourselves some breakfast. I'm gonna have 3 big slices today. Num, num. Num. There we go. Do you want any of the rest, Lee? Or are you full up? Have you been up there scoffing cakes all night? That's what he does. He comes down in the morning, he gives me 1 cake, and then he's like, oh, I'm not very hungry today. You can have it all, Stampy. But he's been up there scoffing muffins all night. Anyway, let's go and head over to my love garden and add someone to it. If you don't know what my love garden is, it's basically a garden of love where I look at a sign with someone's name on it and say thank you to them for some reason. And I'm always very careful not to add people that keep asking to be added, though, by the way. So don't think if you keep like sending me loads of messages I'm gonna add you. They always have to have done something, and Connor did exactly that. He made some massive cardboard cutouts of myself, Lee, and Ballistic Squid, and I have no idea what he's going to do with them, where he's going to put them. They are absolutely huge, and in the picture you can actually see a couple little hands holding up Lee and Squid in the background, and I don't know who those hands belong to, but a big shout out to them as well. So thanks for that, Connor. I thought they were absolutely amazing, and welcome to my love garden. You're in some very good company. There's lots of very talented and nice people that I've added to my love garden over the past year, so yeah, you should be able to make a few friends. And speaking of friends, you all know where I'm going to go. You might have even heard that. You might have even heard a bark. There's actually, the doghouse is directly underneath my farm. Should I see if I can burrow? Oh, whoa! Oh, what's that? Oh, that's Longshot. I thought that was Lee. Then I thought Lee turned into a much scarier bear. I should have mentioned Longshot is going to be joining me as well, and going to be helping me out with what we're building. But first, I'm going to try and get the dog right. If I go straight through here, I should. There we go. I landed straight into my doghouse, and I've made a big mess. I'm gonna try and clog that all up. There we go. I've got a new unconventional way of entering my doghouse. Hello, dogs. How are you all doing? And hello, Lee. He's already waiting here. Who should I take with me then? I'm gonna take. I'll take Spring with me. I don't think I've taken Spring with me in a while. And Spring's always the guy up top. He always likes jumping up around and bounding on things. So he can join me in the video. And I realised I've not yet mentioned what it is I'm going to be building. I'm not building a game in my Funland. I'm not building a shop. I'm actually building a new mode of transport. I've built a rocket so I can go to the moon. I've travelled through space on that. I've built a boat so I can sail the 7 seas and go on seafaring adventures. The last thing I need to do is venture under the sea. So today, I'm going to be building my first ever submarine. And oh look, there's a little cake left here. Num 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 num. How convenient. I love the fact that there's always just random cakes left around my world for when I'm feeling peckish as I'm passing. So yeah, here you can see the SS Stumpy. And right next to it down there, I'm going to be building a submarine. And it's going to be a little bit awkward. Come on, Spring, you can join in. Hello, Lee. You got up here very quick. I'm all going down very quick as well, actually. And yeah, building submarines is a little bit awkward just because by nature, they're underwater. And building underwater in Minecraft can be a little bit of a pain in the bottom, so it might be a little bit difficult to do, but hopefully I'm going to teach you an effective way to be able to build underwater and clear out water and stuff. Failing that, yeah, I'm just going to try and build underwater, and it's going to be a big, massive failure. But either way, we're going to get a submarine completed. If not in this video, at least in the next few. I think the first thing to do, though, is Spring, you are going to have to sit down here because I have learned my lessons. Dogs and water, as well as dogs and high places, do not mix. So Spring, sorry, I hope you don't get bored, but you're going to have to sit there and behave. You look after him, Longshot. You're in charge. You're my dog sitter today. You need to make sure Spring's happy. I want Spring to feel like royalty. You're going to bring him pork chops, bring him bones, give him melon so he can have a melon moment. You can maybe take him for a walk a little bit later. Oh, he's got a cake. There we go. That way Spring should be absolutely happy. And to be honest, he's sitting there eating cake while we do all the work. I kind of want to swap, to be honest. Anyway, of course, seeing as it is a Stampy vehicle, I'm going to be building it out of orange and white wool based after my very own fur. And so it's going to kind of look a little bit like that. But because it's going to be underwater, it's going to look a little bit like a fish. And the clownfish, you know Nemo from Finding Nemo, he's a clownfish. They are this sort of same sort of colour of orange and white. So it might look a little bit similar to that. So it's going to be very, very small. It's going to be a very small little cozy. It's only going to be a little 2-man submarine. So me and Lee can set off on an adventure. Maybe have a little room for a dog kennel in the corner. Maybe I'm going to be able to take a dog to join me as well. And now you don't need to build up anymore. This is going to be the top. Because it's all underwater, we're actually building the roof right now, and this is the easy bit. I'm going to do this bit first because seeing as it's above water, I can build like I'd build anything else. The problem with going underwater is that I'm a cat, and cats, like humans, need air to breathe, as do bears, I'm afraid. So the problem with building underwater is a little bit dangerous. So what's the best thing to do? Is to always have a load of torches on you, because if you put a torch down, it makes a little air bubble so you can breathe, and also signs as well. Does the same thing. It allows you to breathe underwater. So let me go and try and get the materials that I'm going to need, and then let's venture under the water then, shall we? Luckily, I am very good at breathing underwater while commentating as well, so we don't need to worry about that. So the first thing I'm going to do is put down a few signs around the place, and put some glowstone next to them, just so we can light it up. And yeah, then we can go and start building it. And I think you guys are doing it wrong. It doesn't need to go straight down like this. If I build the start, then you guys can carry on building along a little bit. So it's going to go out here, and once again, this is quite easy because I'm still kind of on the surface. And as I said, it's going to be absolutely tiny. The entire thing, the width is only going to be 3 blocks, and then going down the side here, it's going to be 2 blocks. So if I go down 2 blocks like that, and carry on going like this, and if I just sort of try and keep up with the pattern, so it goes 3 blocks of orange wool, 3 blocks of white wool, and then another. Oh god, need to breathe. Can't forget to breathe. Yeah, then another 3 blocks of orange wool at the end. So if I keep going along like this, and then it just needs to go back in the exact same way. Have I done this right? I think this is just about right. So as I said, it is going to be very small, and then we're going to do like a little bit poking out the top, which is how you are going to be able to get in and out of the submarine. I get rid of that bit of wall here. I'm going to very quickly hop up and have something else to breathe. And what I was saying with the torches, by the way, if you just plonk one down, you can breathe for like just 1 second. But yeah, don't get too relaxed because it then immediately disappears. So then you do have to go and get a proper breath. And I hope we're doing this right. It does seem to be a little bit of a mess. I think we filled in a bit too much at first, and I need to stop speaking because it's making me run out of breath even quicker. And be careful, Lee. Be careful, Lee. Put down a torch. There we go. We just managed to put one down in time. So that's going to go to there, and then that is going to go back there. And there we go. This is how it's going to be. I think Lee put down 1 extra block there that we didn't need. But this is basically going to be the overall shape. So if we just fill this along the whole way to the end here, if we just go along down, so that's 2 blocks down there, and yeah, we need to go along like this. If I just get rid of that block there, and make sure I switch to white wool. Oh no, I didn't switch to white wool. I need to go and put white wool down there. Once again, I need to breathe. You can see why it's difficult. Glowstones also. Oh no, that's me drowning. That's me drowning. Oh no, please don't drown. Please don't drown. Get up. There we go. Whew. I just managed to get a breath there. I need something to eat. Spring, do you mind if I come and steal some of that cake? I'm getting a little bit hungry. It's hungry work swimming underwater. You're not supposed to go swimming just after eating. I think especially cake. So yeah, so you really shouldn't do this, but oh well. We've nearly done it though. We've nearly built the overall shape. And then the last thing we need to do before building the interior is getting rid of all of the water. And the way you do that is basically fill in the entire middle, which gets rid of all the water, then destroy the blocks again, and then all of the water should stay gone. And this doesn't look right. This does not look right to me. It's got to be 3 blocks high. This is very confusing. Try not to fill in any blocks where they don't need to be, because otherwise it gets very confusing. If I get rid of all of this here, if you get rid of, yeah, this whole row here, I think we've done it completely wrong actually. This all needs to go along here, and then if you just look at the first ring I did, then copy along, then it all should be the same. So this needs to go along like this, and then it needs to go 1 more out like this. And then I suppose it doesn't really matter about getting rid of the middle, because we're gonna have to get rid of it in a minute anyway, just to get rid of the water. Just gets kind of confusing as to which block you want to destroy. And another good way of doing it, if you were building out of stone or something underwater, you could fill it all up with wool or wood, and then you can just burn it, and then you don't have to worry about going through and destroying all of the blocks again. So if I just go along like this and fill this in along like that, and then yeah, then we can go inside and try and get rid of as much of the water as we can. So if you guys go inside and fill it all full of dirt and then go and start destroying it again, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to build a little bit poking out of the top up here. So if I go up around like this, I think, And then if I go up, I think I go up like that. I'm going to have a ladder going straight down the middle there to the bottom, and that's going to be, yeah, how you get in. So I'm going to very quickly hop up here, have another slice of cake. Sorry, Spring, you've not had very much of that cake, have you? Do I have some pork chops on me? There we go. I do have some pork chops on me. There we go. You can see his little head tilting. He likes the pork chops. There you go. You can have some pork chops. And then I'm going to go and make some ladders, just so we can be able to easily get in and out. And I'm going to do a trapdoor as well. If I do a half slab, I think I'll just do for now. I might change this to, actually, yeah, I can do a smooth stone half slab, I think. If I got some smooth stone on me, there we go. I got some smooth stone. Then if I make a trap door as well, then that can be our little entrance way, so we can get in and out. And I can see someone's not breathing down there. Throw down a torch, throw down a torch or a sign or something. Quick, help each other out down there. Bears are not aquatic animals. Oh no, there goes Longshot. Longshot's gone down. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen to one of us. I'm sure he'll be back here in just a second anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right, anyway, let's go and put down the that slab there, and then if I put the ladders in first, might be easier. If I put them going down there, and like that, and then I can put the trapdoor on top up here. So this is going to be the way we easily get in and out. And I need to do a back to it now. Then I need to go and try and do a bit poking out, and we're going to actually do a propeller. We're going to use some iron bars to make it kind of look like a propeller. So if I go and fill all of this in like this, and then go down like this as well, to like that, and I fill it all the way down to there, I think, and I fill that in here. It's just going to make it like so it's a little bit more pointy down at the bottom, just to make it a bit different. And by the way, using a shovel, you might think I'm being stupid using a shovel to get rid of the wool, but it's actually really effective. I've got like a load of like extra efficiency and enchantments on my shovel, which actually makes it slightly more efficient than actually using shears, which is yeah, definitely very handy when I'm building a big submarine out of wool. I'm not sure how many real submarines are actually made out of wool. I think they might just sort of suck up all of the water. I don't think it'd be too effective. But there we go. That can be the end of the submarine. And right down here is where we can build the propeller. So let me go and try and make some iron bars. I should have some iron on me. I'm always rubbish at trying to find stuff like iron bars. Is it with fences? There we go. If I make a few of these, I probably didn't need to make 48, but there we go. I got more than enough. And if I go and just place that there, then do one on the top, and then one on the bottom, and then one on either side. That should kind of look a bit like a propeller. It always looks a little bit weird underwater. It does kind of look kind of like what it should be, though. I mean, it is quite dark under there. And here we go. Here's my submarine starting to take shape. I still think there's a few messy, weird bits all over the place. I think that needs to have got rid of. There we go. I think that's making it look a little bit more symmetrical. And let's see how things are going down here. Let me just go straight through the top here and see how things are going. Oh, look! It's breathable. We can actually breathe in here. I think Lee's doing a pretty good job at placing it down and then getting rid of stuff. Let's put a few torches in here so we can see a little bit better. I think he's done it. I think he's managed to get rid of all of the water on the inside. We just need to be very careful. I'm not sure which blocks we're able to destroy. Is this the floor here? And is that the ceiling? Surely it goes down lower than this, doesn't it? I think have we done all the ceiling too low? It does seem to be very cramped in here. I think we might be able to get rid of, yeah, we get rid of one above. There we go. Now we got a little bit more headroom for ourselves. And there's also a leak. And a bear fell through. Longshot managed to get back. Luckily, Longshot, we have now got rid of all of the water, so it should be a lot safer. So let's go and get rid of a bit more of the ceiling around here. And let's see how far back we can go. I think we can go a little bit further back to about here. I think, is that going to be the edge? Yep, that's what I expected. I expected a load of water to flood through. So let's make it so we can easily get in and out then. So there's actually going to be two rooms. At the front, there's going to be the driver's room. There's going to be a window there, of course. We're not going to be driving blind, crashing into everything. And then, yeah, there's going to be a room in the back, which is going to be like a bedroom and living quarters where we can hang out and play cards after a long day. And you've got to be very careful what blocks you destroy around here. And oh, careful, Lee, careful, there was a ladder there. So if I'm going to have the doorway, yeah, right there, Lee. And if you put down an iron door, if you got some, you can put one down there and a few pressure pads. What I'm going to do is go to the front, and I think it might actually be easier to work out doing the front from the outside, even though it's going to be annoying having to do it under the water. So let's put down a few torches so I can see what I'm doing. And so it's all going to be orange wool and then glass for the big window on the front. So I'm going to kind of do it the same as I did the back. If I go and fill all of this in like this, and then go down to that, is that the same? It's still not properly done right. I think it's still like the bottom's too long. That should only be 3 blocks along, and I think it's 5, which is kind of confusing me. But should be kind of like this, and then the front should go like this. And that is going to be the window that you look at. And we just need to get rid of just 2 stripes of wall down there. Then it'll be completely symmetrical. And I think I should add some fins as well. If I do 2 bits poking out like that, and then if I go do the same down the back, and that can kind of be like as if how we steer it. If I do some there, and I do one on the other side as well, as if that's how we're going to be able to steer this thing. And then let's go and start building some of the inside. Then let's go put down some seats and some control panels and that, just to make sure we can control this thing as we're sailing underwater. So hopefully, if I get rid of this, I'm going to be able to see the glass on the outside. And there's obviously a leak somewhere. This is obviously not a good idea. Where's there a leak then? I must have left a gap somewhere. And no, unless this is just water that was here anyway. If I go and do this, I probably shouldn't do glass because it's a waste. There we go. It was water that was actually inside of the ship, I think. If I go and try and place that round the corner there, and then if I go and get rid of that again, there we go. I've managed to get rid of the leak. That is not something you want when you're at the bottom of the ocean. If you see a leak when you're in a submarine, that does not mean anything good for yourself. So if I go and do that there, and then I can go and get rid of this this bottom row here. No, I didn't mean to get rid of that window. I got rid of another one as well, did I? I smashed them really quick. If I do that, and then there's a little leak down here as well. If I can go and fill this in, if I go like that, and that, then there we go. There's our window at the front of the ship. And I'm going to put down some, actually I can get rid of this and this, I think. Yeah, there we go. If I get rid of these, then I can put a seat down at the front and a control panel. Oh, sorry Lee. What does this say here? Going to have to, okay, I think Lee's going to have to shoot off, but that's okay. We've pretty much managed to get the entire outside finished, which is really all I plan to do in this video. And can we go down one more? No, we can't. I'm sure the windows should be a little bit higher, but there's no gap up here. I think it looks okay though. I think this is looking okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and start and try and build some of the living quarters. So I think I'm going to have a bed on either side down here, and then can I get rid of these blocks? I'm always scared every block I break just in case a load of water is going to go flying in. Sorry, excuse me, long shot. And so yeah, I'm going to put down a table and chair at the end down there. So I'm going to need to make a very quick crafting table, and I'll plonk this here for now. And then I'm going to go and make a couple beds, which I'm going to put either side. I'll be with you in 1 sec, long flow. I'm just going to carry on building this. Actually, I'm going to do the beds the other way round. If I go and make another bed, and I'm going to go and do this on this side over here. And then I'm going to make a very quick table and chair. So what should we make the chairs out of? Let's use... I probably shouldn't use stone. I don't think stone is going to be a good thing in a submarine. I think it just might make it completely sink. Then again, I suppose that's kind of what that's what submarines are supposed to do. So if I do a fence, and I'm going to do my sort of standard type of table that I like to do, and I'm going to do a stone pressure plate, which I'll put on top of that. So that's where we can sit and have our melon moments while we're sailing under the water. If I go and put that down there, and I might do a painting as well. It's all looking a little bit bland in here. I mean, the orange is a nice bright colour, but I think there should be a few more decorations I should add. So if I make some sticks, I'll be able to make a painting, and I can go and plonk that down just in the middle. Oh no, it won't let me place it there. Can I get rid of that block there, or is that going to flood in a load of water? It's going to flood in a load of water. Sorry, I don't want to bring back traumatic memories for you, Longshot, for when you were stuck down here. I can just put the paintings above our beds, I guess, then. If I try and get just a little one block one, there we go. That can be my bed down there. And then if I go and make another painting, I can do one on top of Lee's bed over there. That looks very nice. And Spring doesn't sound very happy. I think it's because I accidentally hit Longshot. I think you might have heard it all the way from over there. But let's go and put a door in then, shall we? If I do an iron door, and then I make a couple stone pressure plates, just so I want the whole thing to look nice and modern in here. And I go and plonk down the door there. And then go and put this pressure plate here, and then another pressure plate down there. There we go. We've got our two little separate rooms, and this is where the control panel is going to be. And so I might build that in the next video or between videos. I'm going to do a seat here, so you can then go and like look out the window, and I'm going to do a control panel with a lever and stuff to make it so you can fly it. But it should now just be about becoming day. So bye Lee, bye. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to have the first look at it from the outside. It's going to be kind of hard to see because it's all underwater, but you can kind of see what it looks like. I think it does actually look a bit like a submarine. It's very small, it's very petite, and yeah, very cozy, but I kind of like it. We're going to do a few lights on the inside. I might go and do some. I actually might do that very quickly. I might go and make some redstone lanterns. And are you okay, Spring? Oh, he's sat up to attention now. He's sat up to attention. You're supposed to be looking after him, Longshot. He's not happy. He's there growling. He's supposed to be treated like royalty in this video, and he doesn't sound very happy about something. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually do some light switches. If I go and oh, careful, Longshot. I can just see the hole appear there in the submarine. If I go back down here and I place that there, and then if I do a lever in the middle, dun dun, look at that. It's got light switches straight away. Then if I go and do the same back here, okay, there's probably not really actually room in here unless I did it up there. But yeah, you can kind of imagine how this submarine is going to end up being. So sadly, we have just about run out of time in this video. I should be finishing off my submarine in my next video, and then after that, I can go and take it for a spin and go sailing around under the water. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you to Longshot and Alpha Lee for joining me in this video. Also, a very big thank you to you for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!